Alright, hello everybody, my name is EK, and yes, we are still continuing today's recording session. Let's see how long my throat can hold out before I absolutely die. Right now, we are about to start the third chapter of the Recipe for Disaster quest. Now, we talked about it very quickly in the last video, and by quickly I mean like we spent like 5 minutes discussing these guys, but I want to go do Pirate Pete's quest. So, I have to free Pirate Pete. I can start by examining his frozen self in Lumbridge Castle. Level 31 cooking is a requirement, which we do have. And then of course, level 15 combat is recommended, which we have by a lot as well. So, where is Pirate Pete? I like how we've kind of just done the whole row on this side. That's kind of cool, actually. So, let's examine him. He's been frozen in time, just like all the others. And let's inspect him. How would I go about protecting this nautical fellow from the curse of the culinaromancer den? I seem to struggle pronouncing culinaromancer because like the words that start rolling together, it's like culinaromancer, you know, it's a tricky word to say for some reason. Like I know how it's supposed to sound, culinaromancer, but saying it fast turns it into culinaromancer. Wait a moment, my fortune teller sense is tingling. Okay. Ah, yes. To immunize him from the culinaromancer's attack, there you go, you will need to feed him fish cakes. Fish cakes? What? Like chocolate cake with fish instead of chocolate? No, like small bread, crumbed, fishy delicacies. Okay. So how would I make those then? I don't know. I'm a fortune teller, not a cook. And I like how, like, for me, I'm using the lady voice, and for her, I'm using the male voice. It's going all over the place, guys. My consistency is off the charts. I don't suppose it occurred to you to ask the actual cook in the room right next door to us. Oh, great. I'll be right back. All right. So, here we go. Recipe for Disaster, Pirate Pete. Eris has suggested that I use fish cakes on Pirate Pete to free him from the time bubble. She has told me to talk to the cook to find out how to make them. So fish cakes. Let's see if we can figure out how to make these things. Alright. Mr. Cook? Hello? Can we talk about what happened in the dining room? Wow, you were incredible! The way you defeated the culinaromancer, you made it seem so easy. But I haven't actually beat him yet, but in this version, of course, I have beaten him. What? With the food and that big portal thingy and everything. I like how they're able to now foreshadow the ending of the quest without me having seen it yet. So it's kind of cool that I can build up the ending. I'm just glad you were around. Who knows what could have happened if you weren't able to help us? I am sorry, I don't have any clue what you... Oh, alright, this must be a part of the whole time bubble thing that Eris told me about. So, the cook outside of the bubble remembers me having already saved the council members, even though I haven't actually gone and done it yet. Ah, this time travel stuff makes my head hurt. So, I don't suppose you can remember exactly how I defeated him, can you? Of course, which bit can't you remember doing? I like how I can go through the ones I've done so far. So, protecting the dwarf. I somehow can't remember how I managed to save him. The dwarf? Oh yeah, I think that was an easy one, didn't you say? I did. I did. You went to see his dad in the tunnels under White Wolf Mountain and then got some rock cakes, if I remember rightly. Oh yeah, I remember now. Did you want a reminder on any other of your brave exploits? What about the goblins? How did I protect them again? Those bickering goblins? Well, that was a weird one, alright? You told me that they couldn't agree on what food they liked, so you ended up just mushing a bunch of stuff together, somehow which seemed to do the trick. Oh yeah, I remember now. Alright, so what about the pirate? The pirate? Yes, you used fish cakes, didn't you? I did? I mean, I did, yeah. Out of interest, could you just help me quickly with that? Can you tell me how to make fish cakes? Fish cakes? As in fish eggs with fish milk? Don't be silly, that would never work. Can you check to see if there's a recipe for them? Of course. Alright. Found it! Apparently you need to ground cod, ground kelp, ground giant crab meat, and breadcrumbs. Okay. So, where do I get ground cod? I mean, I just get a cod and I ground it down or something? Well, if you use a pestle and mortar on a raw cod, that will grind it up nicely. So what about the ground kelp? There are apparently some kelp patches off the coast near Remington. Murphy knows more about it. Who's Murphy? I don't know. As for the grinding part, all you have to do is use a pestle and mortar on it. That ought to get it sorted. Murphy also used to bring in giant crabs occasionally. He hasn't had any of them for a while though. You had best go and have a word with him to see if he can tell you what happened. I'm assuming Murphy is an NPC that is somewhere near the coastline at Draenor, right? Sorry, Remington. So where do I go to get the giant crab meat? Okay, so this is the same stuff. Okay, yeah. Somewhere off the coast near Remington. These two are combined. And what about the breadcrumbs? That's easy. All you do is use a knife to slice the bread up into tiny, tiny chunks. Because I guess I can choose like sliced sliced bread and like chunked up crumbled bread or something. And what do I do with all of it? I'm not entirely sure. What am I, an encyclopedia? I'll have a look through my cookbook while I wait for the ingredients. Okay, I'll go out and get all the stuff and bring it to you. Okay. Is there anything else you need to know? No, not right now. Thank you. Appreciate it. No problem. All right. So what I'm going to do is I am going to run over to Remington, which we can, of course, you know, we are big brain. We're big brain nowadays. So we teleport a house. And don't mind my empty house. We go here and we're in Remington. Beautiful. So they were talking about the coastline, right? What does the quest say, by the way? The cook has told me that he will look up the recipe for fish cakes while I collect the ingredients. These ingredients are breadcrumbs. See, there's actually much more information on these. So breadcrumbs, I can make these by using a knife on some bread. Ground cod, I can make this by grinding raw cod in the pestle and mortar. Ground kelp, I will need to speak to Murphy in Port Khazard. And giant crab meat, I will need to speak to Murphy. Guys, why is this quest so much more cohesive and so much more descriptive than the other ones? The other ones were enjoyable, don't get me wrong. I very much enjoy doing them. But for some reason, this one is much more like, hey, this is what you need to do. Go do it. And I think, I'm not sure which I prefer. I like figuring things out myself when there are, at least there are some level of clues. Like the bar one, I really enjoyed. Like the fact that you had to go find a bar and then put like a coin in the beer and stuff. That was really cool. Anyway, I guess right now we will first start by going to Murphy and looking at these two, because Murphy is in Port Khazard, and Port Khazard. Wait, hold on. Where's Port Khazard again? Wait, Port Khazard is here. I mean, we have been here once. So why did we talk about Remington again? What was it with Remington? Was that for the cod? No, it's not, right? There's not even a fishing spot here. I mean, there's maybe over here. Anyway, I'll just go over to Port Khazard and we'll see from there. All right, I am looking for someone called Murphy. Murphy, there we go. That is Murphy. Beautiful. Let's talk to him. Talk about a recipe for disaster. Murphy, what can you tell me about the giant crabs? Giant crabs? Why, I used to haul up a few of those whenever I set my nets around Remington. Why the interest? I need to get some giant crab meat and kelp. Can you tell me where I can get some? Well, the only thing I can think to do is to go down there and look to see if there are any left. Go down there? What do you mean? As in under the water. What? Tell me, can you get your hands on a fishbowl? I'm sure I will be able to if I put my mind to it. Why do you ask? Well, I know how to rig up a handy set of breathing gear that can allow you to keep air inside the fishbowl. Are we going to go diving? What? You just put the barrel of air on your back with the fishbowl over your head and then dive over the side. It should hold enough air to keep you alive for quite some time. That sounds pretty dangerous. Not at all. I'll even weigh anchor with the chain somewhere easy to reach so you can climb out easily enough if you run into trouble. I am still not happy about this. Well, I can't think of any other way to check. If you come up with a better plan, then feel free to tell me. In the meantime, I will wait, and if you want me to take you diving, I'll be ready. By the way, why are you interested in the crabs all of a sudden? I can't tell you, I'm afraid. The very fabric of space and time could collapse. Oh, okay. Well, I guess some people will do anything for a bit of fresh seafood. Well, that's not really the point here, but sure. So, it's not as simple as I expected it to be, but maybe that's because I was expecting too much, you know. So I need to provide him with a fishbowl to make the diving helmets, which I need for both of these. Why can't I just go fish? I mean, to be fair, ground kelp grows on the ground floor of the sea, so maybe it's not that easy. Okay, so a fishbowl. Is there like a fish? It's like a fish shop maybe, or like a fishing themed bar, or an aquarium, or anything like that where there would be a fishbowl. Where would I get a fishbowl? I mean, there's a general store right next to me. I mean, I can always try and see if this guy sells a fishbowl for whatever reason. No, he does not. Can I ask him again where I get the fishbowl? But to be fair, I even said like, oh, yeah, I'll figure something. No, he doesn't have anything. Okay. Wait, there's a mini game here. Fishing trawler. Do I unlock the mini game with this as well or something? That'd be interesting. Like an underwater fishing minigame or something? I can trade the crew member. Hello? Do you have a fishbowl? Okay, so these guys do also sell bananas, oranges, and pineapple, I guess to prevent scurvy. What about this guy, the antiques guy? You'll ring for attention. Hello there, welcome to my special antiques boutique. So, what do you do here? I am a specialist at identifying rare and antique weapons, specifically swords, but I plan to branch out. If you have any old and rusty weapons that you want me to check out, show them to me, pay me 100 gold, and I'll see if you have an antique on your hands. Is it something like, am I going to be able to fish them up or something from the seafloor, and then I can like appraise them here? I can also repair some antique weapons and armors. Just show me the item and I'll let you know if I can repair it and for how much. So what's involved? Well, pay me 100 gold and I'll see if any rusty swords that you have found are actually worth anything. Some of them might be worth some money. If it's an antique item though, I reserve the right to purchase it immediately for adding to my own personal collection. I'll give you a fair price for it. So what do I get from this? If I can reclaim the sword with my own specialist skills, I'll return it to you in peak condition. If it's an antique, I'll just give you what I think it's worth and I generally pay quite well. However, if it's just a piece of junk, I'll simply give you the bad news and get rid of the item for you. Okay, I'll give it a go. Sorry friend, but you don't seem to have any swords that need to be identified. Okay. Yeah, okay, so I can't do anything here, but that's an interesting concept that we can explore later. For now, I just want to get myself a fishbowl. If I were a fishbowl, where would I be? I mean, there's a zoo here, but probably not something with fish, right? Alright, I found a pet shop over here. And I'm thinking, what if I buy a pet fish? Doesn't a pet fish require a fishbowl? Don't know. Welcome to the Pet Insurance Bureau. How can I help you? So, more up. Oh, wait, hold on. That's not what I wanted. No, I'm gonna skip the other options for now. My pet is lost. You can insure your pets. Hold on. Can you tell me about pets and pet insurance? Let me just quickly scan through this. Certainly, you can find pets while out on your adventure. They are very rare, but you may be lucky enough to find one. You have a chance to find them when defeating bosses, playing minigames, and taking part in skilling activities. If you do find one, they will be automatically insured against loss for free. If you then somehow lose your pet, you can reclaim it here for 1 reclaim token. Reclaim tokens cost 1 million coins each. Alright, I see, thank you. But this is not what I want. I want... Whoa, that's a big building up here. Hello, Jess. Hello, how's it going? Not too bad, thanks. Okay. Nice little conversation. I am in need of a fishbowl. Can I talk to this man? Talk to this man. Hello, how's it going? Do you require any assistance? You wish to trade? No, I have nothing. I wish to get rid of. If you do want to do some trading, there are plenty of shops and market stalls around here, though. Okay, okay. Guys, I just need a fishbowl. Okay, now that I'm here anyway, can I climb up wooden beams? Oh, level 90 agility. Okay, never mind. Because I want to go check out some more agility courses. I've only done the drainer rooftop thing, and I want to go and level a bit of agility. I'm 26. I would love to push up to like 40, 50-ish or something. This is going to help me with shortcuts, going to give me more run energy. And also, I would like to start working towards that set, that armor set. Because I reckon when I'm doing quests where I don't need to have combat, I should just wear the agility set because it's going to allow me to run much, much longer. So I think working towards that soon could be rather beneficial. Alright, we're back. It's been a few days, didn't really have much time, but fortunately I did have a couple videos banked, so I can now continue this quest chain. So I'm now in the basement of Lumbridge Castle, and people told me that in the basement I could find a chest, because keep in mind that, you know, we've been getting these messages at the end of these parts of Recipe for Disaster talking about our ability to now open the Necromancer's chest, and I'm assuming it's this chest. So can I collect it? Or can I... Wait, there's a bank chest actually. Wait, hold on. Wait, is this not what I'm looking for? Because this looks like it's a collection box in the sense that it's just a normal bank box. I think it is. Oh, also what I've done, and I'll talk a bit more about why exactly in just a moment, but I have leveled my crafting a fair amount. I think I was 37 last time you guys saw me. I'm now 47. It's actually a super chill skill level, guys. I just bought emeralds. I turned them. Well, I bought uncut emeralds. I then cut the emeralds and then sold the emeralds back. I lost like 30k or something just doing this leveling process, but because I can keep selling them back, it's not that bad. So it's quite a chill skilled level, at least up to this point. And the reason I'm doing that is because someone helped me out, because, you know, I was in a situation where I couldn't find the fishbowl for quite some time. I put up a message in the Discord and I asked, hey guys, can you give me a subtle hint? And someone just said crafting. So I was like, well, okay, that makes sense. Then I saw glass over here. And if I go over the glass, you can see that over here at 42, there's a fishbowl. So I was 37, wanted to hit 42, and turned out to just overshoot it to 47 because I was having fun. So it doesn't specifically tell me how the fishbowl or glass crafting process in general works, but there is, if you go to the Guild North surface, there is over here at Yanil, there's a sand pit, and I'm assuming that's where I do my glass blowing, whatever. Oh wait, there's also something called buy food here. So what is the buy food tab? Oh, so is it not a reward that I get? Does the shop keep updating or something? Like, is it a shop that gets better and better? So a bucket of milk, is this to bypass certain things? Like spices normally would not be available here. I would have to go to, well, I got them in Ardone last time. And maybe eggs not easily gettable, and a pot of flour I guess is not easily gettable because normally you would have to get the pot and then the flour separately. There are grapes, there's tomatoes, of course, there's cheese, chocolate bar, buckets of milk, and I guess normally you wouldn't get a bucket of milk. Is it a convenience store, guys? Is it just a, hey, you would normally not be able to get these items all that easily in Lumbridge, but through this chest you can get much more, much easier? I think that's the case, right? Alright, so how does this work? There is a sand pit. I was assuming there would be more stuff here. It's very sandy. Okay. Okay, well, that doesn't really help me out too much. How would I go about learning how this process works? There is a cooking guy next to me. That's not what I need. There's nothing in the base tab here. There's nothing talking about glass blowing or glass, like, sanding and stuff. So you can make beer glasses. Do I go to a crafting tutor, guys? Is that what I should do? And will he then be able to point me in the right direction? Ah, look, the crafting tutor was in Lumbridge. Okay. Well, I mean, I have teleports, so it's not too bad, but it's a bit unfortunate that I will have to go all the way back over to where I literally just was. Okay, here we go. Let's just teleport back over to Lumbridge. I mean, we're getting magic experience, so I can't really be too worried about it. Alright, so what kind of things can be crafted? All kinds of things, really. Pottery, glass blowing, there we go. Tell me a bit about glass blowing. Glass blowing? Well, to get you started, you'll need to get yourself some molten glass. You can make some for yourself by heating sand and soda ash in a furnace. Okay, so sand and soda ash. Do I need to like collect the sand in something, which is what the sand pit is for? Once you've got a hold of that, you'll want a glass blowing pipe to blow it out into shape before it cools down. It's not the easiest thing to get to grips with, but it shouldn't be too difficult. Nifty. Okay. I'm still not too sure about how this works, but I guess I will have to get some container for sand. What kind of container would you use for sand? Is it just a bowl or something? And where do I get soda ash? Maybe a crafting store? Does that exist? Is there a crafting store? A crafting shop. There we go. Oh yeah, there's a crafting shop over here. I mean, I guess I can go check out the crafting shop over here in the desert. Alright, let's see. A holy mold. These are just molds. I don't need molds. No. Okay, nothing that he sells here is what I need, I believe. So is there a different kind of shop that I can go to? I'm a little bit lost right now, guys. I'm not quite sure where I want to go. Okay, so for the sand, I'm assuming I just grab like a bucket or something, go over to the sand pit and like fill up the buckets. So I guess I'll start by doing that, but I'm honestly not sure what the soda ash even is. Okay, so we're back in Yanil. I have a bucket and I guess I can use it on the sand pit, maybe? Okay, bucket of sand. That part has worked, that part was easy. But now I need the soda ash. And honestly, I have no idea where to even begin. I'm thinking it's maybe sold in a shop, but also maybe it's a mob drop. I don't know. Okay, so I've thrown a message into my Discord channel asking for someone to point me in a direction where I might be able to find it. Now, in the meantime, we need, I think it was called a glass blowing pipe, right? To be able to blow it into its shape, which makes sense. But where would we go about getting that? My initial instinct would be to go to a crafting shop, but the crafting shop we were just at did not have that. I guess we can check a general store if there's one here. There probably, apparently, is not one here, so that's not an option. There's a pub. I suppose I can go... I mean, you would think that close to the sand pit, there's someone selling something sand pit related, right? Like, that would make some sense, but maybe that's too easy. So maybe it's somewhere else. I mean, there is, of course, Trinome Village, and maybe the general store here has something for sale. I mean, I can always go check it out while I wait for someone to point me in the right direction, because honestly, at this point, I'm really lost. Alright, let's see. This is the general store. No, there isn't a glass blowing pipe or whatever it was called here. Wasn't expecting there to be, but still I'm a little bit disappointed. Is there any other shop here that might contain what I need? Like, logically, guys, if you were designing this game, where would you be selling this? Well, personally, I would probably start by selling it at a crafting trader, right? Like a crafting shop, because that thing, or the crafting shop, it wasn't there, right? Was it there? Am I just being a complete idiot? Guys, if I'm being a complete idiot, I'll put it up on the screen and I'll like make fun of myself, okay? But I don't think it was there when I was in Al Kharid. So if it's not sold at a crafting shop, then where else would it be sold? Well, the general store, but it's not there either. So is there any other store that might sell tools that I need for a crafting profession? I feel as though the game should allow me to think things through logically and come to a conclusion that will be the answer. But right now, for both the glass blowing pipe as well as for the soda ashes, I am not sure where to start my search. I guess the answer would be disable Bronzeman mode and buy them from the Grand Exchange, right? Like everyone does. But don't worry, we will not do that. Alright, so no one in my Discord is responding right now, which is only logical because of time zone differences. I think most people are either offline or AFK. and that means that I'm kind of stuck on progressing this quest. So I've decided that for this one, I will look up the wiki, not for the quest, but for the particular items. And well, we're starting off with Soda Ash, we'll see if we also need to look up the other one, but I wanted to start off with one of the items. And I looked up Soda Ash, guys, and honestly, this one, I'm not sure I would have been able to find myself. So apparently there are 3 different sources that you can get it from, which is rock lobsters, which is mobs that I haven't seen yet. I'm not going to click them because I don't know, like I don't want to spoil myself, but I don't think I've ever seen rock lobsters. There's ash piles, which are mineable things, which I don't think I've seen either. And there's killer watts, which are mobs that I also don't think I've seen before. So I don't think I could have gotten them from any mobs that I have seen so far, or any other interactables that I've seen so far. Then there are shops that I can buy them from, but these shops are called Trader Stan's Trading Post, which is something that I've also never seen before. But apparently there is one in Port Sarim. So, is there a bank here? There's not a bank here. So what I'll do is I will just teleport over to a bank. I will grab a bit of money. Apparently it's sold only 5, so it's super cheap. And we'll go over to Port Sarim and see if we can find whatever this shop is. Because I don't think I've ever seen it. And yeah, I'm happy I looked this one up, because I don't think I would have been able to figure this one out myself by using just logic. I would just have to wander around and hope that I happened to run into it. Oh, there we go. Trader Stan. There he is. So, from what I was able to tell, Trader Stan seems to be a merchant that is in a lot of different areas, and you can buy from any of them. So it's the same shop, the same guy, he's just everywhere. And I'm assuming... Wait, Glaslow? Wait, hold on. Soda Ash? Oh! Okay, well that saves me another trip to something else. I'm really happy about this. Here we go. A glass blown pipe. Yeah, you know, I don't think there was any shame in looking this one up, because this one, you know, I just wasn't able to figure out anything due to there being no logic here. It's just like, hey, there's a random shop that happens to sell it, but if you don't know this shop exists, then good luck finding it. So I'm fine with this so far. I can't remember exactly what the other steps were. I think put these 2 in an oven together, or on a furnace, and then something with a glass blown pipe. So what I'll do is I will go back over to the tutor and have him instruct me a bit more. Alright, so molten glass by heating sand and soda ash in a furnace, and then a glass blowing pipe to blow it out of shape before it cools down. Okay, I think I have the tools required. Now, I just need to get a furnace, which... Was there a furnace? It's a cooking range. Wait, can I do it on the cooking range as well? No, right? You need like an actual furnace, right? That's something else? But there's a furnace up north here. Okay, great. Okay, so if I just do smelt furnace. Oh, there we go. Molten glass. And now I use the glass blowing pipe on the molten glass. And now I get to choose. Okay, a beer glass, candle lantern, oil lamp, vial. Oh, so we can make our own vials and our own lanterns now as well. Okay, that's good to know for the future if we do like cave diving and stuff. Lantern lens, light orb, unpowered staff orb. Interesting. Okay, so we create a fishbowl. Look at the animation. You couldn't really see it too well, but there it was. Okay, so we have an empty fishbowl. And what was the quest exactly? Because it's been like a couple days. I need to provide him with a fishbowl to make the diving helmet. I'm assuming we need 1 fishbowl for both of these things, right? So we go back to Murphy. And Murphy was over... in Port Kazad, right? Yeah, I think Murphy was over here. Alright, see you guys there in a moment. You know, I've definitely uncovered where the line is for me, where enjoyment ends and where annoyance starts. And as you guys hopefully are aware by now, I'm the kind of person I do quite enjoy figuring things out myself, because I think both the process of figuring things out yourself as well as the information you get by doing it yourself, like learning all the steps yourself and not following a guide, I think it's cemented in your brain much better. So personally, I'm definitely the kind of person to, you know, spend a fair amount of time on things and learn to do things myself. Having said that, however, I think where it kind of breaks apart for me is when I no longer have a logical next step to go on. You know, as long as I'm doing a puzzle, as long as I'm doing an adventure, as long as I'm doing something where I'm trying to figure things out, as long as I have an idea as to what the game expects me to do, as long as I have an idea as to what I most likely will need to do, and it's just a process of figuring out like the specifics of what it needs me to do, I'm having fun. The moment it turns into you need an item, it could be anywhere in the world, there's no indication as to where it could be, go find it, that's when it stops being fun for me. Unless, of course, and you know, that's the difference, you know, if it's an item that I don't need right now and I could do other things, and you know, like 100 hours from now I happen to run into it, I think that's fine as well. But with the way I want to do like a quest per video, and you know, I want to like force one quest to be over before I go to the next one, it's not really an option to just like have like 50 active quests and just like progress them all at the same time. And I think that's probably a very easy way to do things in a game like this. You know, if you don't want to get stuck ever, like just start everything, and like every time you figure something out, work towards what you just figured out, and like slowly you'll figure everything out before you wrap up all the quests, because you just have so many options of things to find. But with my approach, I think that's kind of where my line of fun stops and it becomes annoying. Like the fishing ball or fishbowl, I enjoyed the glass making process. That was really cool to learn about, but finding the ingredients that I needed, that was a bit annoying. Anyway, let's talk to Murphy. We've rambled our way all the way over here, and let's talk about Recipe for Disaster. Ahoy there, up there for a bit of a swim? I certainly am. Great, I'll sort that fishbowl out for you. Murphy attaches some tubes to the backpack and the fishbowl and puts a rubber hood inside. There you go. Are you sure this is safe? This is a fishbowl helmet. Sure. It's as sound as my ship. Want me to take you out now? Yes, let's go diving. Well, I can't take you until you are properly geared up. Okay, here we go. Let's wear it. There's also the diving apparatus, which I guess we will have to wear. Look! Look at me! I'm beautiful, guys. I'm beautiful. All right, let's go diving. Well, that's the sort of spirit I like to see. However, you are far too heavy to go diving in right now. Are you calling me fat, good sir? It's not about the armor, is it? No, it's not about the armor. It's too heavy. No, you're calling me fat. Yes, I know. I had some cookies, okay? It's an addiction. What do you mean? Well, I can't take you diving if you are carrying more than 27 kilograms worth of equipment. This is the first time, I believe, that the game is using my actual weight in a conversation, and I like that. We arrived at that number through trial and error, and the errors were not pretty, let me assure you. So what can I do? Well, if you pop over to a bank and leave all your heavy equipment behind, then I'll take you out. See you then. Okay, that makes perfect sense, and there is a banking chest here, of course. So I don't know. Wait, this stuff I can deposit. This I can deposit. This I can deposit. This stuff I can. I mean, does this even weigh anything? Can I see that? I'm not sure. Can I see my weight somewhere? I kind of forgot. Was there a weight indicator in my equipment? My worn equipment, maybe? Equipment stats? 40 kilograms. Okay, can I see how many these are? Okay, it's still gonna stay in my inventory, right? So I wanna keep the sword, because maybe I need to like do some slashing on the water, you know. So I will drop the entire armor. Is that sufficient? 21. Okay, there we go. I have a shield, a fishbowl. I am ready to go diving on in.
Dive on in.
Okay, let's be off then. Here we go. I'm really curious to see what I'm about to witness. Okay, see you soon, Murphy. Good luck. I'll weigh anchor. Climb up the chain to get aboard. Oh! What? Davy Jones's locker. Let's listen to the music track as I swim around. What? They've created an actual underwater zone with a swimming animation. What? That is so cool. Okay, so I was looking for two things, I believe. So where am I on the world map? I'm nowhere, but I guess I'm somewhere around here in the water. This is cool. Alright, any intractable items for me to grab something? I can't even remember exactly what I was looking for here, but I'm gonna do some exploring. An underwater cavern entrance. Wait, can I go in here, or is this like an agility kind of thing? You have no idea what is in there. Best leave for the time being. There is no breath meter, is there? I mean, I have breath on my back, right? I have like an air tank on my back that is very loosely connected to a friggin' fishbowl that seems to be open around the bottom, so water could be coming in. But you know, maybe I have some magical powers. Wait, there's a mogre guard. Where's a mogre? Are those like underwater ogres? That's crabs. Wait, did I need something from a crab? I can talk to Nung. Nung? What kind of voice does Nung have, guys? I am not quite sure. Hey, silly fish with the round head. Me? Yeah, what kind of fishy you thinking you are? Not any kind of fishy. Fish. Well, what you doing here if you know a fishy? Well, I'm trying to get some giant crab meat. This fishy is a funny fishy. What's this fishy wanting? You see those big crabs? I want one of those. You's here to stealing my big crunchy claws? None should smash your stupid round head. Always the big nettings was taking my big crunchy claws. I put them in cages and now you come to get them. Oh, so they're no longer accessible to people because they have been put in cages because he was getting them stolen due to the big nets. Swim away, little fishy, or I eat you till you's dead. Wait, could I buy some of the crab meat? Silly round head fishy wants to swap big crunchy claws? Nah, you know real deal. I bet you do no nung big favor, whatever I just said. I have no idea. Seriously, I need to get that meat. I'll do your big favor if you want. Ah, silly round head fishy, if you get Nung 5 big skippy skins, then maybe Nung thinking you okay. Big skippy skins? Yeah, the big skippies live over there. Ah, so we do have to go in there. You need lots of big stones to get down there. Then you kill the big skippies and bring the skins to Nung. You do this, then maybe Nung let you swap the big crunchy claws. Okay. Okay. So these are just guards. Silly fishy, you're looking like Mogre with your little arms and with your little legs. Swim along, silly round head fishy. Don't let the big skippies eat you. Alright, so the rest are just guards. I'm assuming they have the same dialogue as Nung. So we needed 2 things down here, right? I like how these things are now off limits. I can't swap my gear and stuff anymore. If I go to Recipe for Disaster now, we can quickly look at... Yeah, so I need giant crab meat. Nung has told me that he will not let me buy any giant crabs until I have proven I am a friend to the Mogres. I have to collect giant mudskipper hides and give them to him to prove this. I need 5 hides. And we also need kelp, right? Oh, pick kelp. Oh, well. I guess we'll bring... Oh, I don't have an inventory though. Do I? I guess I have an inventory, I just can't see the inventory. Can I pick multiple times? I mean, might as well take like 5 kelp or something, right? Okay, sure. Now that I've got some kelp in my invisible inventory, because I have no backpack anymore. Look at my swimming, guys. He's putting in some serious effort in swimming. I can go into whatever this cave is underwater cavern entrance. Let's see what happens. Is it dark? You need to collect 5 rocks to get into the pen. Is it to weigh me down? Or do we use these to attack? Okay, so rock number 1. Rock number 2. These plooping sound effects remind me of the Stardew Valley collection sound effect when you pick up something in Stardew Valley. Okay, that is number 4. And that is number 5. Okay, let's go in here now. Whoa. Okay. So we can attack these guys. Do I just yeet stones at them? Oh, they even threw my other gear into my inventory. I guess I have an inventory here again. And I'm also... Okay, so I guess the way this works is the rocks I'm using, because they allow me to weigh myself down sufficiently enough so that I can ground myself for combat. I think that's what I'm supposed to get from this. Okay, so I'm gonna go kill 5 of these, provided they all drop their hides. You know, it's still an MMO, you never know about that. Though I guess it's... Yeah. It's a... 100% drop most likely. So I'll go 5 of these and I'll be back in a moment. Alright, here we go. That is 5. Back to Nung. You kick off the seabed and begin swimming again. I like that. This is such a cool quest, guys. I'm really enjoying this. It's so unique. Nung, I have your giant mudskipper skins. What you say? How that silly round-headed fish got the big skippy skins? Yes, I have the big skippy skins. Silly round-head fishy done good, gimme. Yeah, the round-head fishy does good big favor for Nung. I am thinking you's okay enough to swaps the giant crunchy claws now. Great, how much you want for them? You's gotta get me something to make them hide to a cloak and flippers and hat. Then I'll let you have all the big crunchy claws you can get. But it not be easy. Well, I'll do it. What do I need? An item of ancient power? Something from the deepest, darkest dungeon in the world? What sort of monsters will I need to fight? I'd best grab myself some potions too. Will there be traps? Should I bring cakes? Yeah, it's real dangerous for a fishy. You just gotta go up to the top side and you gotta get a needle thingy and some wiry stuff. A needle? Yeah. And a bronze wire? Yeah. 3 wire stuff. So all I have to do is bring you 3 rolls of bronze wire and a needle and I can have all the giant crabs I can kill. Yeah, but be a sneaky round-head fishy. The topsides has not water for a little fishy like you to breathing. It's real dangerous. Yeah, sounds it. Alright. So we go back up topside. Let's take a look. Nung has asked me to go on a dangerous quest to recover some rare items. I have to get 3 reels of bronze wire and a needle. Apparently he thinks I'm a fish, and this will be impossibly dangerous for me to do. So I need 3 reels of bronze wire and I need a needle. Now the needle I think is quite easy to get, but I'm not 100% sure if I have ever gotten bronze wire, and if not, where I do get the bronze wire. Here we go, let's go back up. How did it go? Not too bad. Great, I'll take us back in. Okay, here we go. We're back. It's raining outside. There is the bank, of course. Let me see. Do I have a needle here? I do have 1 needle. Well, I have 14 needles. What about the bronze wire? Bronze nails, bronze arrow tips, bronze. Lots of bronze stuff, but no bronze wires. Where do I get wires, guys? I feel like I've had wires before. Is that also a crafting shop thing? It's not a general store thing, is it? No. Where do I get bronze wire? Would I be able to get it at that one shop that we just got the other stuff from as well? Maybe? Okay, so since it's bronze, can I smith it myself? Bronze wire, 1 bar. Beautiful. And there's even an anvil. Do I happen to have 1 bronze bar here? Please tell me I have 1 bronze bar here. Please. Bronze bar. I have bronze bars. Yes, yes. I came in so well prepared, guys. I am a freaking genius. Look at this. Oh. Forgot the hammer again. Just as I was proclaiming what kind of genius I was, I just forget the friggin' hammer. As per damn usual. Alright, here we go. Let's get the hammer. That's a clip. That's a clip if I've ever seen one. Alright, let's smith. And, you know, we haven't actually engaged with this right side, because the last time we did this kind of smithing, I am pretty sure that we were not member yet. So I can make a bronze wire. Wait, didn't I need 3 bronze wires? Hold on, before I go back and forth, didn't I need 3 of them? 3 bronze wires, okay, yeah, I'll make 2 more, I'll go back to Nung, and then I can hand in the quest maybe, or like this part of the quest at least. I like how it says I need 3 reels of bronze wire. I have 3 reels of bronze wire. I need a needle. I have a needle. For a moment there I thought, wait a second, do I need something else? Because normally it just like crosses it out, I think, but you know, this is fine as well. Let's talk to Nung again. Is this step now finished? Let's see. Nung, I have the needle and wire. Nung thinks this is a useful fishy he finds. Gimme! Nung have all the wiry stuff and needly things he needs to make that biggest skippy skin hat ever. You's a good little fishy. You eat as many big crunchy claws as you want. Maybe you get big and strong like Nung. Thanks. So can I now just attack the crab? I can't reach that. Okay. So I'm guessing I require rocks again to put in my pocket? Or do I just need to like open up? There's a pen door. Hold on, do I need, because there's rocks around here again. Do I need to ground myself? Hey, Nung says no fishies. I just spoke to Nung, he said that was okay. Well, if Nung said okay, then go ahead. Wait, I guess I could have just bypassed this. Okay, here we go. Bloop, open the door. Okay, yeah, 4 more rocks. Okay, I'll grab those and get into the pen. Because I saw rocks around here and I was like, well, you know, it's kind of hinting that I do need them. Alright, now let's open the pen door. Pandora's box. No, I'm not funny, I know. I wonder if I could just equip my rune sword now. I can. Okay, that makes it a lot better. It is a little slippery, but you should be able to fight normally. Okay, beautiful. So we kill these guys and we get crab meat. And I'm not sure. Do we need crab meat? Do we need something else? I'll look it up in just a moment. He drops crab claws, crab shells, oysters, and crab meat. Hey, there we go. Attack level 49. Beautiful. He just dropped crab meat again. Let me see what I need for the quest, because honestly, I am not 100% sure. We need, yeah, giant crab meat. So I can make this by grinding raw giant crab meat in pestle and mortar and kelp in pestle and mortar. So I think I have what I need. I'll go kill a couple more just to put in my bank and have something to, you know, use later if I ever do need it. But I think I have what I need. The raw cod should be easy to get and the knife should be easy to get with the bread and stuff. So I'm thinking I can probably, if this is all, I can probably knock this out in like 10 minutes. It's a bit odd though how crab meat looks like it's just a bunch of rocks on the floor. So can I magic from here? Can I just do Lumbridge home teleport? You need to wait another minute. Wait, hold on, what? What about the normal Lumbridge teleport? That does work. It wasn't there in the upper left corner anymore, but maybe it was gone from there, but it still had a bit of a cooldown. I'll keep the fish helmet on for just a moment, because I don't have any combat anyway, so this is kind of funny to look at. So I will go up to the bank, I will grab my pestle and mortar, and I'll start putting things in there. See, now I'm going to get used to pestle and mortar, and then at some point I'll go play a different game, and I'll be like, mortar and pestle? What is this? Okay, so use it on the crab meat. And here we go, we have created ground crab meat. Use it on the kelp. And there we go, ground kelp. Now, do I happen to have a cod still in here? I don't, so I'll have to go catch a cod and I'll have to go get some bread. Do I have bread here? Do I happen to just have like random bread here? I do have random bread here, beautiful. Wait, sorry, what am I doing? I'm trying to use it on the pestle and mortar. I should use it on, or I should use it with a, where is it? Where's my knifey, guys? Where's my knifey? Am I blind? There it is, that's my knifey. I know it's knife, but knifey sounds fun. And, wait, do we need breadcrumbs? What do we need? So I have this one, I have this one. I need breadcrumbs, okay, we can make some breadcrumbs by doing this and make the crumbs. And now all I have to do is go catch some cod. And do we actually have like a piece of bread in there like we were slicing off? That's kind of cool. Now I just need to get some cod, grind that down as well, and then I might have everything. I'm not sure if there's going to be more to this quest, but, you know, that was quite fun. Alright, we might not have gotten this one yet. It's a members thing. It's caught with a big fishing net. Because last time we were going ham on fishing was before I went members, because it was as a preparation process for Dragon Slayer. So I probably haven't gotten this one yet, so I need a big fishing net spot. Wait, do I have a big fishing net actually? Wait, hold on. I have a small fishing net. Do I craft myself as a drift net? Is a drift net a big fishing net? Oh, but so there's more to this, guys. The journey isn't over yet. We need to find ourselves a way to get the big fishing net. But maybe it's just something I can buy from a fishing store. So I'll have to see where I can get it. Alright, so I'm going to go here over to Cataby because there's a lot of fishing spots here. It's also kind of close to here, but I don't think there's actually a fishing shop here. Actually, there's a fishing shop here. It's just around the corner here. I don't think we've ever walked here, maybe. Actually, I'm not too sure. We probably have But I'm gonna go check out Cataby first because it's quite close. And I reckon because it's a member spot, it means that it will sell the member items, right? So I will teleport over to Camelot, we'll walk over to Cataby and see if I can purchase what I need over there. But there is also the drift net, so maybe the drift net is the big net, but I think the game has been quite good about having the actual specific names and not really messing up. Like, it's been fairly consistent with item names, so it's probably a different item. All right, so this is a fishing store. Let's talk to Harry. Harry, what do you have? This is a small fishing net. There we go, big fishing net, beautiful. I'll buy one. Don't even know how much it cost me, but we bought one. Now we need to find a big net fishing spot. Shark, lobster. Is it all just sharks or lobsters? Sometimes, like, I feel like it's unclear what you can specifically get in places. So yeah, there we go. See, big net. So you can do big net and harpoon here. So we do big net. You cast out your net, and we found a raw mackerel, which we hadn't gotten yet. Well done, you completed an easy task in the Kandarin area. Okay, beautiful. And I'm assuming that besides the mackerel, we can also get... There we go, the raw cod. Beautiful. Guys, I really want to level fishing again at some point. Like, I enjoy fishing and cooking together. Like, I think it's a fun process. I would love to push them both like 60 plus. So maybe I'll get back into that in a bit when I have, you know, some free time on my hands where I can just go ham on those two, because it's like it's a bit of an off-screen grind. So I can use the raw cod on the pestle mortar, and I have grounded cod. Now, I have everything I need, right? Recipe for disaster, pirate peat. I have some breadcrumbs, I have some ground cod, I have some ground kelp, and I have some giant crab meat. I think I just go back to the cook, right? And the cook will then turn them into one meal for me, and then I can give that to pirate peat, I think. So we'll go back over to Lumbridge, and we'll see from there. The game is starting to feel much more open to me now that I can just teleport around kind of freely. It's making questing more fun. Like, I enjoy it when games have slow travel at the start, but unlock more and more and more travel options as you go. Because the first time you wander around a new area, incredible. The second, third, fourth, fifth, still kind of fun because you're like, you know, you're still finding new things and stuff. But once you're up to your 10th, 20th, 100th, 1000th time, you know, you're passing by a certain point. At some point, you're no longer looking around at things you might have missed because you've seen everything. You're just looking at, hey, where do I want to go? And who is this? Quizmaster. Do I have time for the Quizmaster? You know what? Sure. I'm so excited, guys. I'm so excited. Here we go. I think this was way too quick. So I'm not even going to try and read this. Yeah, this is way too quick. I can't even read this out in time. Pick the old one out. Fish, fish, weapon. There we go. Easy peasy. There is amulet, tool, tool, amulet. There is tool, fish, fish, tool. There is shield, helmet, necklace, defensive items. There we go. 1000 coins or a mystery box. Always the mystery box, guys, because 1000 is nothing. Here we go. Let's open up the mystery box. And we get 1 diamond, which is worth 1200. We high rolled. Beautiful. Well, not sure if we high rolled, but we out rolled the 1.2k. Okay, let's go back to the cook. I love how my my character is also still wearing his diving helmet. Can we talk about what happened in the dining room? Okay, we've read this before. You used fish cakes, didn't you? I did. I have all the ingredients for fish cakes. Great, just like before. I've been reading the recipe and I know how to make the fish cakes now. It's pretty simple, actually. All you have to do is use the ingredients on each other and then cook the fish cakes on a range. That's it. Yes, I thought there was a page missing from the cookbook because it seemed so easy, but it turns out it really is that easy. Alright, so we go back over to the inventory. We use the ground kelp on the ground crab meat. We get a raw fish cake. We use the raw fish cake on... Oh wait, they've all used... Okay, never mind, they've all been used on each other. Okay, great. And then we use the raw fish cake on a cooking range. If we failed this, I will be really pissed. Okay, I will be really pissed. It will be easy to remake because we have a lot of the stuff we need, but still, I'd be really pissed. But there we go. You managed to cook a fish cake. There we go. Cooked fish cake. Back to recipe for disaster. I have a fish cake cooked and ready. I should go and use it on Pirate Pete. Here we go. Pirate Pete. Petey. Peachy. Petey, hello. Where is he again? He's here. I like how we've just done like the entire left row, right? That's kind of cool. How we have the right row and then like the head of the table left. All right, let's talk to Pirate Pete again. Stop messing about and use the fish cakes on him. Okay, sure. Just relax. Don't eat it. Use it. I wonder if I try and eat it, whether it's going to give me like a message like, hey, you should not eat this, or whether it actually eats it and I have to start over, kind of. And he's gone. You have freed Pirate Pete. You're awarded 1 quest point, 1,000 cooking experience, 1,000 fishing experience, 1,000 smithing experience, and 1,000 crafting experience. Increase the Culinary chest access. Okay, so total quest points up to 75. Do we get any level ups? Good work, adventurer. I've teleported them away to safety. You only have 5 council members left to protect. We get no level ups. Wow. That's kind of like a first, isn't it? I mean, 1k just isn't too much anymore. It's not bad, like it gives me a nice bonus. I'm up to 1.5 million now. We can examine him as well. A demented evil wizard who specializes in food spells. Okay, so I will have to think about what we do next. I think we don't really have a lot of things we can do right now with these guys. So what I think I'll do is between videos, I'll kind of look through them, see where I want to take us, see if I want to do a prerequisite for one of these quests, or maybe take us somewhere else for a little while and come back later. So, you know, I'll inform you as we start the next video. But I do want to quickly take a look downstairs, because of course this chest must be interesting because people told me about it. So if I go to collect, I mean, I think collect is just like getting stuff from the Grand Exchange, right? So that could be nice from here, but it's also a bank upstairs. So I don't know why I would need a bank chest. So there's the buy food section. Did we just unlock something new? Buy items? Oh, wait, hold on. There was buy food. There's buy items. Oh, there's a random walk here in the middle, but buy items. Oh, this must be the stuff. Hard leather gloves, bronze gloves, iron gloves, steel gloves, wooden spoon, egg whisk, spork, spatula. A large spatula of doom. Wait, so hard leather gloves, bronze gloves, iron gloves, steel gloves. Wait, hold on. Are these better than what I have right now? What if I just buy 1 set of steel gloves? And based on this logic, guys, bronze, iron, steel, am I to assume that each time I complete a quest, I unlock the next tier of these gloves? Because I've completed 3 quests and there's like 3 additional tiers on top of the basic one. So I'm gonna go on a limb here and say that next time, you know, I'll unlock mithril, then adamant, then rune, maybe at some point dragon. I'm not quite sure exactly where it leads me, but I like the idea that I'm upgrading this thing. So I'm guessing that is what I'm doing, right? So if I go over here, wow, look at this. That attack bonus is much better and defense bonus is much better. So overall, it's just a flat out increase. So we grab this. And yeah, we no longer have a reason to use leather gloves. I'm really happy because I was talking about this a while ago that I would love to be able to find a way to upgrade my boots and my gloves, because those are things that, you know, I wasn't able to upgrade as much. But look at this. Oh, is there no difference? Okay, oh wait, there is the difference. There is a difference. It's just down there. I was looking up there, but there's definitely a difference here. There we go. Beautiful. So now that makes me even more excited to upgrade this, because I'm assuming I get better gloves with each upgrade I get, which might become very strong later on. I'm not quite sure, but we'll have to see. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.